Hey, good afternoon. I'm over at Wilderlove Handmade and Vintage, located in the lovely downtown Greenwood, Delaware. And I just refreshed my spot. You can see it over here. And I thought, hey, I'm going to take you for a little tour. So let's do that. All right, when you enter the store, you're going to come all the way to the back and on the left, and you're going to see our spot. So you know it's our spot because we have some t-shirts that say our name on them. We have those fun stars hanging up at the top there in the back. And we have lots of vintage farmhouse style, repurposed and upcycled sorts of things. And I want to show you what we have. So let's just take a closer look. So this pair of desks, I've got one turned forwards and one turned backwards. They're from the late 1800s. They're stamped with a date of like 1898, believe it or not. And they've been completely restored and repaired. They're in good working order. These desks are just amazing. I painted them using a Miss Mustard Seed milk paint, and then I did a white wax treatment on the top surface of the desk area that just turned out so beautiful. You can see the original wood and what it looked like, and then the rest of the chairs are painted out. These would be so nice tucked away in a corner. You could have your laptop there, do some quick work. I don't know if you're working from home or not. A lot of people still are. So I have those two desks, and I have a couple more desks that I'm going to show you. But first, let's take a look over here. So that's a mid-century modern rocker that's been reupholstered with a grain sack style of fabric and a farmhouse pillow. These pillows are so soft and squishy. I love these pillows. And then we have this piece of furniture. Most of the things I really don't know what to call them because, well, we're reinventing them and I'm kind of coming up with names. But this piece right here was a yard sale find. We painted it, we distressed it, we just made it look so much better than it did. It's tall. This comes up just a little bit above my hips. I'm a little over 5'7", so this table is kind of tall. It's a really nice work area for standing at. It would make a great kitchen island. You could put a cutting board on the top, and we have lots of cutting boards. I'll show you some. You could have a cutting board on the top and use it as a work cutting area. Then you'll see that shelf down there at the bottom for storage. And then I just staged it with lots of little goodies. We find all sorts of little things. I want to show them. I want to show them to you. So there's our picket crate right here. That's a little crate, isn't that cute? And it's made out of pickets. We've made lots of them. You guys love them. I have a tutorial on my blog that people have really enjoyed. In fact, over at Pinterest, it's close to 800,000 views. No kidding. People love it over on Pinterest. Let's see, what else do we have? Little kitchen items. Here's a handmade spoon with a heart. Isn't that so cute? My husband made this. He hand carved it. He's got all these tools, and don't ask me how, but somehow he manages to carve all these things and all these kitchen utensils down here. Each one's unique. Each one is different. Each one is hand carved, and he made each and every one. He also made, oh, you can get a good look at the chippy on this this table, this stand I was just telling you about that could be a kitchen island or buffet too. I mean, I think that'd be cute. So here's another thing that he makes. These are ring boxes. I literally have one of these. Mine's a little bit bigger than this, sitting in my bathroom, and every night my jewelry goes in it. I put the lid on it. Some of these have lids and some don't. Some are tiny, like this. Look how little that is. I mean, there's my finger. You see how little it is. And this one here, it's even littler. Isn't that so cute? But it's for rings, so you don't need anything that big. And if you wear rings every day and they come off when you go to bed, that's a great place to put them. Okay, let's take a look here what I have. I'm not going to be able to show you everything, but let's keep moving. So I've got to move back, and if you saw me, you'd laugh because I'm stepping backwards as I'm holding this camera. So a few weeks ago, I showed you these wrap back aprons. They're doing really well on the blog. People are loving them. I have a full tutorial and a video of teaching how to make these back wrap aprons. They're made out of like a canvas-like fabric. They have two pockets on the front. You can see there the pockets right there on the front. They just slip on and slip off. These are really great if you cook, if you garden, if you paint, if maybe you're a furniture painter, I don't know. These aprons just make really, they're so useful. They're just so useful. So, we have lots of chalkboards. You can see these All these different framed chalkboards, all different frames. Like, we just never come across the same thing twice. We like to do fun things like this. Take a look here. You know what that is, right? A spindle. That's the chalk holder. We like to do fun things like that. So I have lots of spindles that we do that kind of thing with. We like to reinvent around here. Let me back up, because I told you I was going to show you the cutting boards. So if you decide to get a piece like that and you need a cutting board for the surface, or maybe you just need a new cutting board, right up here we have lots. So these up here, well, I just need to get you closer. Let's do that. Those two in the middle are all made from reclaimed lumber that my husband reclaimed, and he cut these really cool shapes out. And we have a few of those left. Most of them have sold, but I do have those 3 left. And then I have that circle one there on the end. And then I also have, let me not move you too fast, that circle one. So I want to back up again here. Golly, you'd be chuckling if you saw me. So see the 2 circle cutting boards on either end, on the left side and on the right side. Those were made from bar stools, and they were solid maple wood. They were in such good shape that we just had to do something with them. So my husband planed them down. I added handles. The one on the right has like these rope handles. It's so beachy looking. The one on the left, it has handles, so you can pick it up. You can use it as a charcuterie board, a serving board. You could use it as a really large trivet. We have Christmas coming, or fall, and all the soups and all that we're going to be making, and you don't want to set that hot pot on your table. So you could put this underneath of it, and it would still look really beautiful without damaging your tabletop. So yeah, we have those. There are those t-shirts I was talking about. It says Reinvent Your World on the back, on the front. And then on the back it says Reinvented Delaware. Those fun stars that we made out of an old, oh golly, what was that? Oh, it was a louvered door that we took apart, and we took the louvers and we made these stars. Christmas is around the corner. I can see these stars hanging like on your porch, several of them hanging on your porch. That would be so cute. So let's move you down here. More signs, more chalkboards. And I have this large piece right here. So this is a wonderful cabinet, really just about for anything. It used to, it could be used to hold a TV set, and then you would have storage down below for books or games, whatever you have to put underneath your TV set. We really don't have VCRs anymore, but we do have things that we need to store down below. It's painted black, and it's made from barnwood. My husband reclaimed this barnwood himself from our neighbor's barn. So it's original barnwood from here in Delaware. And it's filled with lots of little fun things on the top. Some brackets that I added doorknob back plates to. My price tag is covering that up. Let's see. You see that? So they kind of look like corbels. We have this fun little tray that is on casters. Look at those antique casters, aren't they cute? You could put fruit. This could be a fruit bowl, just whatever little things you want to put in it. It could control your remote controls for your TV, on your coffee table, that kind of thing. And speaking of coffee tables, I have a toolbox. I know. You said, Cindy, hold it. I thought you said coffee table. So yeah, that's what you can use this toolbox for, as a coffee table. We paint these things up. They're old, antique, vintage style toolboxes. We put casters on them. You see there at the bottom. We add fun little details like a spindle cut in half. This one, we painted the interior. It's nice and clean for lots of storage. Has all the original hardware like that. And then look at this fun detail. Oh, let me show you that. The hinge is a piece of leather. Isn't that fun? So this shuts down. Here's the top of it. And look here. That is a vintage and antique doorknob. It's glass doorknob. I kept a back plate for another door. Painted it up chippy. It's just so cute. So yeah, these make really wonderful coffee tables because you have a place to store your stuff. You have a place to set, a cup of coffee while you're having your morning coffee, watching the news in the morning, however you do that. So they're really pretty. Okay, I'm going to turn you around. Let's not get too dizzy here. All right, my space is tight. So over here, so I said we were all the way in the back, and you can tell by how this wall is. This is the very back wall of the store, and then there's the bathroom door. So when you're back here, you're going to see this whole section. And we have hand-turned candle holders all up and down in several different sizes, several different woods. Like, none of them are the same. They're all very different, very unique. Just the wood on this, my husband hand turns these. It's all local wood. It is literally from our yard. I'm not kidding. We live in the woods. We split wood. I say we, I mean my husband. We split wood because we have a wood burning fireplace, and he does that. He looks for wood when he's out doing that for the fireplace, and he looks for pieces that have unusual spots or pretty coloring like this. Look at the two-tone of that one. And then he brings them back, and he has an antique lathe in his workshop. So he's making all of these. Look at this. Look at the work on that. Isn't that so beautiful? All that grain. And then we have the largest ones down at the bottom. So at Christmas time, you know, you're going to have a candle. In fact, we have a great candle maker here at Wilderlove, Kent County Candles. And she puts them in these mason jars. I can just see one of those mason jars, candles sitting on top of that. Wouldn't that be so pretty? You can have them on your mantle, on your dining room table. Really, I mean, they're just works of art, even without a candle. They're just so pretty. You could use it as a riser too. We do that. All right, we're moving slowly so I don't get you all jumbled up here. So last but not least, oh, let me show you this cute bag that I've been making. Here it is. So I've been making these tote bags from leftover of all the pieces that I upholster. Like that chair right over there. I had some leftover scraps that I couldn't use for anything else, so I turned them into tote bags. I have this one here that's so cute. Let's see another one. A couple of them have sold. Here's one right there. They're really cute. That would be great for like carrying a notebook, maybe your Bible and your journal to take to church or something like that. A laptop. You could squeeze a laptop in there for sure and go to a coffee shop and work. So that'd be cool. Okay, what else do I have to show you here? I think I'm finishing up, and there's one last thing I want to show you. And that's what I just brought in today. That's this pair of, I gotta back up without falling. That's this pair of Haywood Wakefield desks. They're mid-century modern. They were in rough shape. Do you remember a couple months ago when I did stories all about these desks? They're old. They were covered in gum and tar and stickers and you name it. They were just covered. Look here, it's got an inkwell. Isn't that so cool? I cleaned it up nice. Little place for a pencil. And then look at the tops. So I was careful not to completely sand the piece down and make it perfect. I like to show the age and the wear of the piece. To me, that's still sharing the story, and that's, in my opinion, really, really important. Look at all the marks. Can't you just imagine some child back in the back of the classroom digging away at his desk while the teacher didn't know it? I don't know, he was probably being bad. He or she was probably being bad. Anyway, I painted the desk in Miss Mustard Seed Milk Paint and Typewriter, which is a lovely black. I did a little bit of distressing. You can see here on the bottom of the leg. And I found two chairs that really could not have been any more perfect for these desks. Let me show you here. So like on the other desk, you see I've got it lifted up. This section here lifts up. There's lots of storage inside. And okay, so here are the chairs that I found. They really could not be any more perfect. Look at these chairs. I found two of them, which is unbelievable because I did not find them together. So I have the two chairs and the two desks. You can either purchase the set, meaning a set would be the desk and a chair, or you can purchase both desks and both chairs. Like if you have kids that are having a hard time staying focused when they do homework after school, this is kind of the way to do it because it gets them in the mindset of homework, get focused, They could put their books and their supplies, tuck them away on the inside. And I don't know if they're using tablets or not at the school where you are, but if you look in the back, there's already a hole. So that's a great place to run a cord. Can you see that? There's already a place to run the cord to charge it up. Or maybe you're working from home and you just want to have a little corner of your world, of your living room, as a desk space, but you don't want to take up your whole house. This would be it, because it's a single little desk. It would fit in a corner. You sit there and you do your work, and then you tuck it all away when it's done. And the inside of that desk could be a mess, and no one would ever know, and you could still get your work done. So I'm going to back up for one more look here without falling. Listen, this is talent right here. I'm not even kidding. So here's our spot. We're located in Wilderlove Handmade and Vintage in downtown Greenwood, Delaware. Our spot is all the way in the back on the left-hand side of the store. But before you get to our spot, you have got to go through the rest of the store. Some of the work, the craftsmen that we have in this store is really unbelievable. We have all sorts of vintage finds. We have handmade items. We have, listen, we just have the interesting stuff. I'm just going to tell you that. So let's turn around so I can say goodbye. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that. Did you enjoy my finger being in front of the camera? Hey, there you go. So thanks a lot for joining me. If you have any questions, any comments about any of the things that we showed you, that I just showed you here, feel free to ask in the comments. And I'm going to drive home, so it'll be a little while before I get to them, but go ahead and ask the questions. And let's see what else. I think that's about all I wanted to show you. So thanks again, and I will see ya.